Hi everyone, my name is Claudine Reid, and this morning I wanted to speak to you a little bit about why I created the Navigating Life Empowerment series and then why I continued the Navigating Life Empowerment series. So, we started the class as a 12-week program, part of our response to the global pandemic. I was head of women's ministry at my local church at the time, and this was our collective response. It was our way of continuing to support women through what was going to be a challenging season of life. After the pandemic, after we realized that this was going to be more than 12 weeks, we just took the executive decision to continue because what was happening, women from across the world were joining us on a weekly basis. They were coming in from the Caribbean, from the US, from Asia, from Africa, from Europe, from every continent. And the class was growing bigger and bigger and bigger. It morphed into something more than I could ever realize. Then what began to happen over the number of years, in my role as a business mentor, in my role as a consultant, in my role as an advisor, I'm meeting countless of extraordinary women. They are extraordinary in every way. They are leaders, they are entrepreneurs, they are mothers, they are mentors, and they are community builders. Women who give so much of themselves, yet often feel the quiet pull of something missing. It's almost like a sense that life could be navigated with more clarity, more connection, more confidence, and more courage. In those conversations of me deeply listening to the joys and the challenges and the quiet struggles, the Navigating Life Empowerment class continued. It was because as I was hearing those conversations and listening deeply to those joys and the challenges and the quiet struggles, I realized that there was something that was being birthed. I realized that there was something more that was happening behind what we can see with our natural eyes. Something was happening in the spirit. Something was happening on a community level. Something was happening in sisterhood. Something was being built. And I realized that women, in particular, women over 40 who have achieved so much often find themselves at a crossroad. They are over 40 years old, and perhaps you have recently made a career pivot, or perhaps you've taken on a new responsibility, or perhaps you're searching for that next season of purpose. Perhaps you're an entrepreneur and you've been running your business for a while. But here's the thing, you may be thriving externally, but internally, there can be questions, uncertainty, and a desire for growth beyond what daily life demands. And I know this firsthand. I've run a business for over 30 years. We've won awards. We've been on extremely high profile stages, but there is something internal that says, I need more growth. I'm meeting the demands externally, but internally there is something that I want more of. So the Navigating Life series is more than an event. The class is more than an event. It has morphed into a movement, a community of women who are learning to embrace their experiences, a community of women who are leveraging their wisdom, a community of women who step boldly into the next chapter. And here's my hope. Every woman who attends a class leaves with three things: renewed clarity for focus and for the season ahead. Number two, strengthened faith in God, in yourself, and in your purpose, because sometimes you got to bet on yourself. And then connection, because this is important. Connection with community, a community of women who inspire, encourage, and uplift. Because I truly believe that life is not just about what we achieve, it's also about how we journey. And together we can navigate it with confidence, with courage, and with joy. So if you haven't already joined a Navigating Life empowerment class, today is your time to connect with us and build back better as we prepare for a fantastic year ahead.